So earlier I talked a little bit about the different stages of life and how you would fit into each category. Next we're going to talk about those individuals that have gone through a divorce. So what are some things that we would want to look at for a divorced individual? Well, first off, we need to look at a division of property. You probably are sharing a number of assets with another individual, and that's really critical when you're going through the division of property, that you understand how each asset works in terms of growth in value and in terms of taxation, and ultimately, is this asset going to give you what you need later on in life, whether it be for retirement or succession planning, et cetera, et cetera. You need to also consider things like discontinuing payments. Maybe you're helping to pay for a joint vehicle or his or her vehicle, or loans or credit cards. And so these are things that are very important that you're looking to discontinue. Access to credit. Maybe you had a joint line of credit that you were sharing for all kinds of ongoing needs, and ultimately now you're splitting that loan, or you're ultimately taking your name off that loan. Keep in mind, if your name is still on that loan, ultimately you're responsible, and it could impact your credit rating down the road. So again, take a look at that. I would also encourage you to look at credit cards to make sure you're separating yourself from joint credit cards and getting your name off of there. We also want to look at government benefits. There might be child tax benefits, there might be Canada pension benefits, et cetera, et cetera. So you'd want to look at those government benefits and make sure that you're getting your fair share of the government benefits. The principal residence benefit. So maybe you've been living in a principal residence for a number of years together. Well, who's going to claim the principal residence on that property? Ultimately, normally we would say it's the individual that's going to be living there, but it's something that you should consider. If you have insurances or education plans that are in joint name, you may need now to split those policies or those investments up. So again, take a look at that. Retirement planning. Maybe you've got a pension at work and your spouse has got personal RSPs. Are they equal? Do they work the same? Et cetera, et cetera. And then of course, last but not least, we want to look at making sure that you're updating those wills and powers of attorney and personal directives to ensure that in the event of a sudden passing after a separation, that your assets are going to the right individuals. So I'm recently divorced, and what should I look at? That's a great question. For more information, I invite you to check us out on LinkedIn. Send us your questions, because every question is a great question.